Welcome back to ATX Creatives. I'm your host, Ian Farrell, and today we got my boy U here. It's super complicated. He's Nigerian, so I'm going to let you say your name.
My name is Uwana Eshet.
Nice.
Like I said, nobody's really going to get it on the first try, but it's Uwana.
Cool. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So you're from Nigeria?
No. My father's Nigerian. My mom's
Okay.
Jamaican. But I was
Nice.
born in North Carolina, and I was raised in PA, a little town called East Stroudsburg.
Oh, so you moved around a lot.
Yeah, I moved around a lot. I've jumped from New Jersey or Ohio.
Oh, shit.
I was even in Utah for a while.
That's pretty
and
cool.
Now I'm out here in Texas.
How was that growing up, like the whole like location changing and stuff?
No, so I grew up in PA, like from when I was like 9 all the way up to like 20.
Okay.
And then I jumped around a lot. So growing up, it was like we grew up in East Stroudsburg. Everybody just wants to make it out the burg. That's literally what you hear everywhere you go. It's like, yo, I just want to get out of here. And like, yo, when you make it out, it's like a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
It's not like nothing bad or anything. It's just like, yo, we just want to get out of here. We really do.
That's kind of how my town was. It was just super small. Like, there's nothing to
small
do.
town, nothing to do. We just get in trouble all the time.
Exactly.
We just do dumb shit. And
Everybody's
then-
just getting in trouble and doing drugs.
Yeah, we just smoke, and then it's like, yo, we just tired of the same old shit,
Yeah.
same bullshit, and we just want to get the fuck out of here. So,
Exactly.
and then like, there's a lot of cats that did that thing and just like they made it out, and like they're doing it. So.
Yeah. Like, if you want to stay in your hometown, then do that.
Yeah, that's
But
cool,
like
too.
most people, I feel like they should move.
Yeah.
Like, you need like some
That's-
other culture.
Like I went back and I see like I linked up with some old friends,
Yeah.
and oh shit, it's leaning.
Here, let me fix this shit real quick. Yeah. I don't think I tightened
Yeah, that should be tight now. I saw it lean a little bit. I was like, oh shit.
enough. That's all good.
But yeah, when I went back, I think it was last year, and I linked up with my old friend, and man, he's doing some crazy shit. I'm like, bro, you just got to get out of here. You have to get out of here. And he's like, okay, but if you have a goal, like it's okay to just stay here, you know?
Yeah.
Stay here, do what you got to do, and then get out, you know? Just because everything's going good, you have your plans and everything, then you're gonna make it out. Like, there's no point. There's no like problem with just staying at home and just doing what you got to do until shit blows up. So I respect that.
For sure. So how were your parents? How was it growing up?
So I grew up with my mom and my sister and my little brother. So it was just it was cool. It wasn't like nothing crazy, typical shit. Single
Just
mama,
normal
single mom
childhood.
just trying to like put food on the table.
Exactly.
Typical story and shit like that. And my father was in North Carolina, so we went to go see him like every other summer. But and then that kind of died out, and then we just me and my brother. Doing dumb shit.
Is your brother out here?
No,
with
my
you?
brother's not here. He actually is in North Carolina. Actually lives with my father right now.
Okay.
So
Nice.
yeah. So, but again, PA was just we just kids doing dumb shit, and then how I got into like art was I used to trace.
Like, you just like put a piece of paper on it
Yeah.
and just like, oh, okay.
I used to trace, and I would just trace figures and shit like that, and then that grew into like tracing with my mind. So like I wouldn't even trace, like I wouldn't put the paper down and then just trace the figures. I would just look at it and then just start tracing it.
That makes sense. That makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense. That's actually a good way to learn. how to
Ultimately,
draw.
it's like I feel like it's just a development. It's a development thing. So like you just like when you work at something, it just keeps growing, and then it becomes more, you know? So I guess that's how it just kind of formed. And from there, I just started just tracing. I used to do like little cartoons and shit like that. So I would just look at the book and I would just...
What was your favorite cartoon?
And I was into a whole lot of cartoons back then. I was like Fairy Odd Parents,
Oh,
Jimmy
bro.
Neutron. I remember watching the Luchadores, and I was watching all these other cartoons, bro. But I used to trace like Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny. I used to trace what was this one called? There's this old classic cartoons like from the 1940s, but it used to come on like Boomerang and shit like that. So I traced it. That was one of my like very first ones that I traced, like with my mind, and I'm like, okay, this shit is this is where it's at right now. Like I didn't know that I could do some shit like this.
Yeah, you're starting to pick it up.
Yeah, I'm starting to pick it up. That's when I noticed like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
So and that was in the 7th grade.
Nice.
So
Starting
I was
early.
about like 12, 13, and I was like, okay, all right, let's go ahead and see what else I can do. And then I was just drawing. I would go on the internet and I would just look at pictures and I would be like, okay, let me see if I can draw this. Let me see if I can draw this. And it was just me and my little brother. We was actually just looking at the TV screen, just drawing shit. You know, just like, okay, we in this.
Shit, my bad.
Nah, you good, bro? Yeah, I was bad.
That weed.
I got that gas, so I'm actually good, bro. I'm good.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm straight. No.
All right, cool. Shit, what want to ask next? Lost my train of thought. So you started in 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So from like the end of middle school to like beginning of high school, where were your skill level at? Where was it at that point in time?
I would say that I was still just tracing. Like I didn't really like.
So you were tracing for a couple of
I
years.
was tracing for a while, and I actually put art down and try to discover like music. At the time, everybody wanted to be a rapper. Like that's when like Chief Keef was out there and like they was doing all that shit in Chicago, and we was like, we all can be rappers. If these niggas can make it, then we definitely can make it too. So I was like, let me go ahead and just try to pick up on this. Mm-hmm. So we was just writing rhymes and stuff like that, and I just put the art back down, just because. And then when I tried to pick it up, and I was doing like I was writing rhymes, and try to do art, I was getting frustrated more. I had less tolerance for it. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna.
Was it because you were in like two worlds?
I feel like that's what I feel like now is like because I'm in two different, like it's still art, but it's like I'm focused my energy over here, Mm-hmm. I'm focused over here. I'm not really too much focused over here. That's why I was like not tolerating it as much, because sometimes you won't always get it, you'll be drawing and then this drawing doesn't look good, you throw it away. But when your energy is focused over here, your tolerance is like low. Like if I don't get it, I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
That makes a lot of sense. Because if you're focused on one thing, you can definitely get good at it. You can definitely hone your skills in on that one thing. Yeah,
that's what I felt like. I was like, we can do this. We can do this. We can rap and everything. So I'm like, we can do this. Let's just focus over here.
How was your rapping skills?
Bro, my rapping skills was nice. I felt like nice? I was nice, and then but I was like, okay, I don't want to do this. When I realized, I'm like, okay, I'm not 100% devoted to this. I'm just like, okay, I want to be famous. I'm seeing a whole bunch of I'm seeing everybody else doing this shit. I was following, and I'm just like, okay, I want to do this too, and I want to be famous. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, my heart is not 100% in this. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing with like art, with like drawing, is because it never like left. You know what I'm saying? It never was like, okay, I will put it down for now, but it's like I can pick it up. And then that's the same thing happened that when I stopped like doing the writing rhymes and rapping and shit, mm-hmm. I picked back on art. And I was like, okay, let me see if I can draw something. Let me see if I still got it. Yeah. So I picked it up. I still got it. I still got it. I started drawing again, and I was like, okay, this shit is still here. Mm-hmm. But I put it down again, and I moved back to North Carolina for a little bit, stay with my dad. And I just, again, tried to pick it back up. And I started doing, like, drawing on walls and stuff like that. Like murals, not like drawing on the whole wall. So I did this big Superman graffiti thing on my wall, and I was like, okay, I still got it. Because this was like a couple years after, like I had moved out. So once I realized that, and then I just kept going with art, and then I put it back down again. So, but I think around 2018, 2019, that's when I really fully understood that, hey, okay, I picked back up art, and then I'm like, okay, let's be real. Mm-hmm. Like, you have this talent. Let's utilize this. You can make something happen. And this is when I started the YouTube channel, started hitting in the curves. Nice. The YouTube channel. But again, I started it for the wrong reason because I'm like, I want to make money. Mm-hmm. I want to utilize my talent to make money. But the motive was money. Exactly. I want money. Like, I want to make money off this shit. It wasn't like, okay, I want to better myself and become a better artist. It's like, no, I want to use my talent and make money. But what I did, I just sat myself down and like, okay, you have this talent. this shit is not going away. It's still here. Use it. Like, use it, better yourself, and make something happen, pretty much.
Exactly.
Make something happen. But that was in the mindset of doing YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the mindset of making money. So I was like, okay, make something happen with this. Use your art. You then do all these videos, post them up, see if we can make money.
Mm-hmm. See, that mindset right there is exactly what I'm going through.
Right.
Like, see, I moved out here and I was like, all right, how can I make money with my art? That's all I was focused on.
Right.
And year later, it's like 10, 11 months almost. And I'm still like, oh shit, I need to make money from this.
Right.
But that's not really the point.
It's not
really the point of doing it.
That's like, it's like money cannot just be the motive.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be. Like, you have to have more, like, because I read this book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Dude, I gotta read that.
You have to read that book. That's one of my favorite books. Like,
I've heard it's a great book.
Everybody told me it's a good book, and it is a fucking great book. So I read that book, and it's like, okay, money is the motive, but like, okay, what happens when you get the money? Then what? You know what I'm saying? You've done these art pieces. You made a bunch of money off that shit. Great, congratulations. Yeah. That cannot be your one and only goal. It's like you need to make a goal that's going to continue to that's going to push you to do more and more and more and more and more shit. Mm-hmm. It's like, this is an example. It's a good example. I want to be a doctor.
All right.
Okay, cool. Go to school. Go to school.
Go to school. Pay a bunch of money back.
Pay all that shit. Pay your debt. Yeah. Okay, you're a doctor. Congratulations. You made your goal.
What then?
That's not the right mindset you want to put yourself in. Mm-hmm. The right mindset is, I want to save lives. Okay, what's that going to do? It's going to put you through school. It's going to push you through more school, and it's going to push you through being a doctor and do more and like continue to do more, because your goal is not just to become a doctor. Your goal is to continue to save lives, help people, and do more for people. And that's what a doctor does, and then you're going to do more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just not, I don't have this one goal that I've already accomplished, and now I'm just like, okay, I really don't, I am a doctor now. It's like, whatever. No, my goal is I want to continue to save lives and help people. So it's like, that's going to push me through becoming a doctor and doing more shit.
Yeah, that's fucking great. So you got to find like your purpose and then figure out what around that purpose caters to you. Yeah. And like, especially with the job, because like, let's say, I mean, we're artists, like that's what we do. And if we can make money from that, great. If
fantastic.
We can't, oh well,
you know what I'm saying?
But I don't remember where I was going with this.
No, I know what you mean. It's just like, again, it's not this, like, it's just not, money is just not the motive. Money is not enough. You need to have goals that continue to push you through, like, doing your talent. Like, I'm an artist. I want to become, like, there's this style that I have, and I want to do more with that style, you know? Okay. Just go into my zone, start drawing, doing all my shit, getting everything I'm doing, and then like, okay, I did this drawing. I go out and I show people this shit. Okay, I didn't make any money here. That's okay. Because my goal is to maximize my style, to do my shit. It's not just to make money. You see where money would take you? If your motive was just to make money, then you'll go, okay, I do this drawing, and then I just go show it to people. And then, okay, I make $100. Mm-hmm. I make $100 here, make $100 here, make $100 here. That's great. That's all that you'll do. You won't do anything more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But if your goal is to, like I said, maximize your style, it's like, okay, I want to try this, I want to try this, and I want to try this. And then you do all that shit, it's going to continue to push you through, do more and more with your style. Also, another goal would be like, because it's not just art, you know what I'm saying? It's not just this that I do, you know what I'm saying? I also have to, like, you do have to go out there and present your shit to people. You also have to talk to people. You also have to, you know, just make connections and shit like that.
You have to market yourself.
You have to market yourself.
Yeah, and that's what artists are terrible at, especially me, dude.
I'm horrible at this shit. Like, my art is dope enough to get people's attention. Is sometimes they buy it, but sometimes they don't. And I keep thinking, like, what's gonna continue? Like, what's gonna, you know, get somebody to like buy my shit? You know, that's just something that I think about on the side, because, damn, I lost that. I was going somewhere, then I was like, oh, there's another train of thought that I'm going through. But let me finish what I was saying. It's just not, just don't let money be the motive. Ultimately, to just top off that what we was talking about, create more goals for yourself. Like if you have more goals, it'll continue to push you through. Yeah. If you have one goal that's gonna like just blast through all this other shit, then that's great. But continue to make goals for yourself and you will continue to strive. But like I was talking about before, okay, I got this style that I want to try and I want to push that out to people. That's another thing. It's like, cause me, I'm an introvert. So I'll just stay in my house and I'll just draw. Then it's like, okay, Uwana, you can't just keep doing that shit. You have to go out and you got to put your shit out there. You got to talk to people and actually, market your shit. And me, I can talk to people. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. But I'd rather draw, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather just draw, do my shit, and then know that my shit is dope, you know what I'm saying? I know my shit is dope. Like, I draw some shit, and I still shock myself to this day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know for a fact, I'm going on a rant just a little bit. I don't know, I'm going to brag just a little bit. I'm going to brag just a little bit. But I look at my shit, and I saw the shit that I did back in 7th grade. I saw the shit that I was doing back in high school, and I'm looking at my shit now, and I'm just like, God damn, what the fuck?
The progress.
The
growth, everything.
And that's the shit that I fucking love. That's the shit that I love. The only thing I told myself is you have to stay focused, you have to stay consistent, and you have to progress. That's the shit. Those are the shit that I keep to me. It's like, yo, bro, that's the shit that's going to keep you going. That's what's going to keep you going every day. Like going in there and just doing your shit. Not the money, not making money, not like trying to impress people. Progress, focus, consistency. That's the shit that's going to keep you going. But fuck, what was I saying before?
You're talking about... No, you're good. You got it?
No, I feel like I got it. It's not just about art. Again, it's not art. It's like, it's not about money, but it is a whole broad scale. Like, yo, okay. Like we say in the marketing part, you have the talent, you're utilizing the talent, like you're doing everything that you need to do here. Now, okay, you do have to push it out because, you do want to be bigger. You do want to be bigger. Yeah. You want people to know. So, you got to go to these events. Like we met at Pancakes and Booze. That's honestly was my first big event. Like that was my first like, okay, this shit is big. And that's when I realized like, yo, you got to step out more. You have to. Cause like I used to vend my art on the street, on 5th Street out here in Austin. And me and my friend used to be out there and it was great. Like I would meet people would buy my shit and it would be great. But I'm like, yo, I kept telling myself, this is not it. This is not like I want to be bigger than this. Like I want to do better than this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I know that my shit is better than just being on this street corner right here. So but when we went to Pancakes and Booze, I was like, yo, there's a whole bunch of it's a lot of people. It was a lot of people.
There was a lot of people.
It was a lot of talented people.
I think there was more people this time than last time.
I didn't go last time. Like this was my first time, and I was like, everybody kept talking about last time. I was like, yo, it was nice last time.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that were there from the last one at this new one. Right. Especially Emily and girl Rhea. She's cool. But yeah, there was like a lot of the same people. There was like a huge crowd. Yeah, like everybody's seeing your shit. You can talk to everybody that comes up.
Shit was nice, man. It was cool. Shit was so nice, but it's like, yo, it was. Gotta do more, man. I felt like I need to do. I felt like I need more artwork. Bro, I need to go back to work.
And that's the thing. The hunger of like wanting to do better, wanting to strive more is what everybody should be doing.
I feel like as an artist, and I feel like in some entrepreneurs, it's like you feel like you're not done. Like you have more work that you have to do. Like, yo, I can't. Like I had 3 pieces out there. I saw other people, they had bunch of pieces, and I'm like, I have prints and shit like that, but I'm like, yo, I gotta go back to work. I have to go back to work. Like I need more shit. But I'm sorry, I keep going off on my shit, and it's like, yo, this is not it. I understand art is one part of it, the marketing is another part of it, and then it's like I'm trying to tie this into a skill because it's like you have to again, I'm an introvert, so naturally, like I'm just gonna be at the house and I'm just gonna be drawing. But it's like, okay, Uwana, you need that skill to be able to go and push your shit, market your shit, talk to people, and put your shit out there. Mm-hmm. Again, I can talk to people. Like I could go out there and I could talk to people, and it's great because when I was out there was people that was talking to me and they was like, yo, I like your shit, and I just want, and like the thing that I like when people notice is that when they look at my shit, there's more shit there. You know what I'm saying? You see something, but you see something more, and that tells a story. Mm-hmm. And I love that shit. That people, they discover that shit, and that's what I like, and that's what I like about my art is because when you look at it, it's not just one thing. It's like when you go into the fine detail, there's more. Mm-hmm. But anyway, again, it's just you have that art, and then you have that other skill that you have to tap into, and ultimately, it's still like bettering you because you're pushing yourself as an introverted person. You're pushing yourself out to do more. I remember the lady that I was next to, she didn't want to do it, and she didn't want to be here, and I was like, but
she didn't even stand by her drywall thing.
No, she was by it, but like she didn't like the whole process of it was she didn't like it. But I'm like, yo, you did it, like you did it. You came out here. You did the hard part. You did the work, and you came out. Like most people, they won't do that.
Exactly.
They will not. They won't. They will just do their shit, and they will just stay there. And it's like, I don't want to do that. And it's like, bro, ultimately, like you're discovering more about yourself when you put yourself out there. Like you did this work. You did this amazing ass piece, and then you did another hard part by going out there and showcasing that piece to other people. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm trying to get at is because it's like it's not just doing the work, you gotta actually. It's not just putting the work here. You also have to like tie that into something else and putting it over here. Does that make sense?
That makes total sense. You're bringing up great points. Like you're like, man, I'm going on a rant, but you're bringing up great points.
I'm hoping it makes sense because I'm like, yo, I'm just ranting right now. But like, this is the shit that I think about consistently. Like, Uwana, you cannot just sit here and just do work. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can like, okay, it's fine that you making dope ass artwork. That's cool. But like, who the fuck is gonna know that you making this dope ass work?
I know.
Like, you just gonna be like a diamond in the fucking rough and just stay that way? Nah, nigga, you need to grow. Like, that's the thing. Like, you put yourself in a place where you're gonna bloom. You know what I'm saying? Like, put yourself out there. See what the fuck you're made of. You know? Mm-hmm. And that's just how I feel. Like. About the shit.
That's great. It's fucking great. Well, I want to touch on like the artist and the marketer too. Because, like, there's people, like, that do great-ass artwork, but, like you said, it sits there and nobody sees it. And what's the point of doing it if nobody sees it?
I mean, some people, like, yo, it's just, I thought about this shit, too. It's like, yo, Uwana, what if nobody sees your shit? You know what I'm saying? It's just you. Like, you kind of also have to be okay with that shit because you have to. Because it's a possibility that you can put your shit out there and nobody gives a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Bro, last episode I put out, I looked from like one day, it said no views. Yeah. And I was like, I gotta be okay with that.
That's the thing.
I have to be okay with nobody fucking watching.
You have to. I did the same. I did something like on Snapchat where Snapchat has this thing where you can post it in your story and then you can post it to the world. And I used to take pictures, and when I'm done with my drawing, I post it on Snapchat, and all my people on Snap will see it. And then I was like, okay, let me try out posting it to the world. Nobody saw that shit. I posted up like 10 of my drawings, like just solid drawings. I posted up there. It's still at 0.
It's so funny.
Still at fucking 0.
That I mean, great.
If I go in, I bet it's still at 0. But like, bro, I promise you, it's still at 0. Yeah. But you have to be okay with that shit. You know what I'm saying? With nobody giving a fuck about your shit. Mm-hmm. But like, again, that's not the motive. The motive is not for me to just put it out there. It's not just to do the work and then put it out there for people to view. No, that's not the motive. The motive is for you to be a better artist. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, I feel like a better artist is not just, I can just do my artwork and that's it. You know, a better artist is, okay, I do my shit. It's going to take you through all these other barriers. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's a network. Mm-hmm. It's a network, and that's how I have to think about it. It's like, okay, I do my art, I do this, I have this, and they're all connected, and they all are allowing me to ultimately become even a better person, because there are other aspects that you're going to learn through all these networks, if that makes sense.
Well, through art, I think you do become a better person.
Exactly.
You become more in tune with yourself and your emotions and your physical well-being.
Exactly. Like,
and mental well-being, dude.
Exactly.
Like artists, we talked about this last episode. Artists put their emotions on the page or on the music or whatever. So you have to channel all of that energy to something else and express it through there.
Yeah,
being an artist is weird, dude.
Yeah, it's weird, but like, yo, when you're in tune with that shit, when you are in tune with it, it's like, yo, you just follow that shit. That's why you have to you got to trust yourself, trust your process and everything, because like there's gonna be ups and downs. It's like, okay, I can't get it. Like, I got this one dope ass piece that I want to do, but it's not coming like how I want it to come. And I want to put one thing out there. It's like, yo, when I get an idea and I put it on paper, it's never the same way as how I pictured it in my mind. Yeah, it's tweaked a little bit, and then depending on what I find, and I can draw and I can reform it. It's not the same way in my head. And then I noticed one thing. There's this one great artist. He said that, yo, you have to get good at memorization. You know, if you want to get exactly what's in your head, you have to get good at memorizing shit so you can get it down. That's one thing that I'm kind of working on, trying to get trying to get in tune with. But ultimately, I'm not upset if it doesn't come out the way I pictured it, because either way, it still looks dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did it, like, here's what I had in my mind, but here's how it came out, and it still looks good. So I'm like, dope. Yo, I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. Not saying that I don't want to get exactly what's in my head, but if I can get damn near close to it, then I'm fine with that. Again, I forgot what we was talking about.
No, it's all good. We got to take a producer break. We're almost at 30 minutes.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a break. I just bought volume 1 and 2. Who I'm listening to right now is Lethal Needle. Who? Lethal Needle. You have to check him out. He has like classic shit, like Joey Badass shit, and it's so fucking.
Oh, he's a producer?
Dope. I don't know. I think I just listen to his beats. I go on YouTube, go type in Lethal Needle. Like, I have a whole playlist of Lethal Needle shit, and then I got NK Music. He's dope. But Lethal Needle, like, anytime I'm drawing, I just put that shit on, and I'm in the zone.
Bro, I gotta listen to that.
I'm telling you.
So what kind of music do you listen
to? Right now, I'm just listening to just rap, same rap.
What kind of rap though?
Like, there's artists.
There's so many subgenres.
Let me just. I can better tell you the artist before I can tell you like the genres and shit like that. So let me just pull up Spotify.
I like more like jazzy type of rap. Yeah, more like melodic, more more just like different instruments other than drums.
Yeah, it's just not like fuck. How can I explain it? So here's the artists that I really fuck with. Miles Monday. He's dope as fuck.
Miles Monday?
Yeah, Miles Monday. He's a New York rapper. I like that name. CJ, he's actually from I think he's from Florida, but he has like an East Coast flow. And then was another dude, Black SVM. He's really dope too. He's also from Florida, but he has this smooth vibe that I just like, yo, I fuck with. I really fuck with. It's so smooth.
I gotta check out these people.
But Miles Monday, he's a New York rapper. He got that East Coast flow. And CJ, I like the East Coast rap.
Me too.
Then when that's when I want to listen to like some wordplay. That's when I listen to my East Coast rappers. But when I want to just listen to some shit that just some shit that bobs my head. I put on probably Amigos, Future, or I put on Young Thug or some shit so I can just bounce and shit like that.
Fucking Eazy-E, Dr. Dre.
Oh, you like the old school shit?
I love
the old school shit. Is dope. It's really dope.
I love
Snoop Dogg and
I
shit
don't
like
know
that.
what you call it. I'm not like a music genius here, but like the squeaky kind of you know?
I think I know what you're talking about.
There's like a certain type of sound with like 90s rap.
But you talking about like West Coast rap? West Coast rap.
The West Coast
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Sound.
It has that certain sound. That's when you go into Dr. Dre and shit.
And Snoop Dogg.
And Snoop Dogg, yeah. I know
what
you're talking about. It's way different from like East Coast rap because they have a completely different flow. But like the rap is it's dope. It's real dope. Are we still on break or?
No, we're done.
Oh, I thought the break was 30 minutes.
Nah, it's still going.
Okay.
I just cut through.
Okay.
Like it'll.
So
we're
not on break. We're recording right now.
Yeah, we're still recording.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Like probably when we just talked about like the artists and shit, I'll cut right there.
Oh, okay.
And it'll just bleed through.
All right. Well, yeah.
Awesome.
Ultimately, right now, like I'm just listening to beats. Like I'm just into beats and just listening to like all the like the like fucking melodies, the beat, and all that shit. Mm-hmm. And right now, like Lethal Needle, that's like he is on it with that shit.
Definitely, like the words, I think can be lyrics can be like just noise when you're trying to like create, you know.
Yeah.
You need like just some instruments, nothing like too chaotic.
Yeah, something just steady. When I'm just tired of it, I just like okay. I like alternate from just the beats and like listening to some rap and shit, and or just complete silence and just be like okay, let me just silence because now I need my head to just like I need to zone in. Yeah. When I need to zone in, when I really need to, I put Erykah Badu on.
Ugh.
I will put Erykah on and on. I just put that song on, and I'm just like, all right. I'm like, yo, let me just like I'll smoke, and then I'll listen to Erykah Badu, and I'm like, that's usually when I'm stuck. If I need to, like, if I'm stuck and I need to zone in, I'll just put Erykah Badu, and I'm just like, yo, it's just like her lyrics, and then the beat and everything, it just puts you in a trance, and it's just like, all right.
Bro, I love
music. Music is one of the greatest influence.
It is.
It's one of the greatest influence.
I don't really understand why. Maybe it's because it's auditory. I mean, it does make you feel like a picture makes you feel too.
That's the thing. Like art is also an influence, but like I feel like music is one of the greatest influence because everybody can like, there's nothing that brings more people together like music.
Yeah.
Like you go to a concert, you see all these people all enjoying the same type of music. Mm-hmm. So that's why I feel like music is one of the greatest influence. Yeah. Like art, you get a lot of people together and they look at the piece, but they all feeling like, I don't know. It's something about like music that just puts people, you could feel it. You know what I'm saying? We're all there feeling that same thing, you know?
Yeah. That's interesting that you say that because like, why do we dance? You know, like why does music?
And that's it. Music makes you do things. Like I'm telling you, music makes you, and then you feel so good. You just gotta move, and it's like, yo, you have to move.
Yeah, like, oh shit. No, it's all good. But like, if I take a picture, even like, there's so many pictures I've taken that I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
like, I love this shit. I don't like if nobody else likes it, whatever. But
right.
Like, I love this shit.
Right.
But it doesn't necessarily make me want to dance, you know?
Yeah. I don't know, but like
it doesn't necessarily I don't have another like action from like a photo, you know?
Nah, I don't know about that.
I don't get it.
Me, when I did like the self-portrait and like ultimately I was trying to draw I wanted to put myself in my drawings. Mm-hmm. So I drew myself one time and it didn't really look like me, but it's like it kind of looked like me.
Okay.
I did it again. It looked a little bit more like me. I did it a third time and I was like, okay, I like the way that came out. But I did it a fourth time. I actually drew myself. I looked at myself. Like I actually looked at myself and I drew myself.
Yeah.
And I was fucking impressed.
Yeah.
And then I did something else to it and I felt like self-accomplishment. And I was dancing. I was in there clapping, dancing, and everything.
I guess, yeah.
That is self-accomplishment. It's like, okay, when you're trying to do something and you basically just like set the bar, you know what I'm saying? You push the bar even further and you actually accomplish it. I felt so proud of myself. Mm-hmm. And I was in my room clapping and dancing. So I think, I don't know, I got that sense, I got that feeling through self-accomplishment. But when it comes to music, I don't know, like you just feel it. You just feel it. Mm-hmm. And I think the lyrics, combination of the lyrics, what they're talking about, and the beat gets you through. Like, it gets you moving. Mm-hmm. It just gets you moving.
And definitely, like, it gets you in a good mindset.
It gets you in a, like, you just feel good. Yeah. You just feel good.
Like, who doesn't like the windows rolled down, heat coming in, and music blaring?
Yeah. People love music, man. Yeah. People love their music. So, one of the greatest influences out there.
Mm-hmm. I've wanted to produce music. I have FL Studio, and I've tried to like do some of the keys and shit. But like you were saying, I'm not totally into
That's the thing. Like I feel like everybody like attempts. I wouldn't say everybody, but like majority of people, they like attempt to do music because again, music is one of the biggest things, and you just feel so good with it, and you want people to feel that same way. But it's like, yo, again, there's people that have that, they have that touch for it, they have that talent for it, that actually can pull it through.
Yeah.
And not to say that you can't do it. Maybe you can do like a different aspect of it, but and like trying to like still incorporate your ideas. But I mean, like, I'm the same way. Like it wasn't like my heart wasn't in it. You know, it wasn't fully into doing music. It was like art was one of those things that just like drawing stuck with me. Music didn't stick with me. You know, so it was like stick with the shit that sticks with you. You know,
yeah, and
just keep doing that. And obviously it's there for a reason. You know, you have this talent for a reason. So, but ultimately, my mindset is like, yo, you can do anything you put your mind to. So like if you continue to do it and you push it, it's like a muscle. Like it will flex if you keep working it.
For sure.
So
I want to get more into like what you do. So I've seen a couple of your stuff, but like for those who don't know, what do you normally paint or draw or whatever?
So I started off doing like little portraits of people. Like I would just draw them. I just draw them straight. Just like I put it up on the internet, and then I'll just look at it and draw it. And then I started off like that, and I kept doing that type of style. But then I wanted to incorporate something, like I wanted to do something different. Yeah. And like I transferred over into like type of collage art. So it has a bunch of things together. Like I take a bunch of different things to make one big piece. So I don't know if I remember. It's like showing you. Oh, well, I'll just talk about the pieces that you did see, the one at the art show, like the alien piece. So, yeah. All right. Story about that is like my niece actually, she gave me an idea, and I was gonna draw it. I was so excited to draw it, but it didn't work out. When I was drawing it, my paper was too small and I couldn't do it. So I was like, you know what? Let me split it up and make two different pieces. So what I did was, I did exactly that. So this is my process. So I go and I got the idea in my head. Okay, so I go on the internet and I look for things that are going to basically help me draw that shit out. So got my astronaut, I found a bunch of aliens, and it's a whole bunch of different types of drawings. And then, but I have to draw them in a certain way that's gonna make this basically set this scene. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot just draw these pieces how they are. You have to reconform them and shit like that to make them into a scene. Some of them are already like how they need them to be, and that's great. But the rest of them, they're not. So, excuse me.
You're good.
I got the astronaut. I see the astronaut. Okay, bet. I got the astronaut. Let me go ahead and, I need to change his arms to make him look like he's holding something. And I need to add more detail to him. So I got that. I draw that. And then, there's an alien that I got here. Let me draw him next to this. Okay, let me draw him, and he's holding the blunt this way. Okay, and I got another alien. Okay, he looks like he's just standing there. Okay, I don't like that. Maybe, let me just, let me tweak this. Basically, tweaking a whole bunch of stuff to make the drawing that I want. So after I reconform all these things and I put them together, boom, there's my piece. That's pretty much the process of like how I get what I want, like how I like get it as close to I need to be in my mind, you know? Like I have the idea, this is how I did it to get it as close as I can. Yeah. So it kind of went from like drawing pictures, like drawing faces and stuff like that, into drawing more of a scene, setting a scene that I want you to see. And then ultimately, like with me, I want to give you more than just this piece. Okay, like I got a piece of aliens. They're smoking, they're chilling, and they got the astronaut in the middle. He's just holding this atom, and they're all like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me see this picture again.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because I want to ask you, I want to go through it. Because, I mean, I'll have you send me some pictures over of your stuff. And then
that's the one right there. That's like the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. So you did all this in Procreate, right?
No. So this is the thing. Like, I have to draw it first. I have to draw it. Like, I have to draw it on paper first, like pen and paper, pencil and paper, and then I do it. I go over it in pen, then I put it in Procreate, and then I will like trace it again, fill it in with the color, add detail. Mm-hmm. That's that process. See what I'm saying? Like, yo, you will adapt to other things. Like, because before I was not even into Procreate. Like, I was just drawing, and then I don't know how I found out about Procreate. I'm not sure, but I found out about Procreate, and then I didn't trust it. I was like, yo, I don't know how to do this, and I was just like, fuck, and it was just. I just didn't know how to do it, And at the time, I remember me and my ex, we was just sitting there chilling, and she was actually helping me do that shit. Like, okay, let's just figure it out. And then you know what? Boom. I'm just like, okay, I can actually do this shit. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, okay, I'm starting off as tracing and just like doing simple shit. You're just doing simple things, and then it just graduate into more. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much how Procreate started. Like, I didn't trust it at first, but like. I got the hang of it, and I worked at that shit.
Yeah. I love the background. Like, it's very just like...
Man, I'm glad that you said that.
It's kind of like a chalkboard, too.
I'm glad that you said that shit, too. Because one thing that I used to suck at was drawing backgrounds.
Oh, yeah.
I could not, if you look at my old shit, I'm telling you, the background was weak.
Terrible.
Weak. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Like, I could not set a scene. Like, I would draw something that's dope. You got a dope ass drawing, but I could not set the scene, and that's what I wanted to do. Is like I still want to do it. Like, you have to. I keep telling myself, you're gonna draw this thing. It's gonna be dope, but it's not gonna be dope if you don't set the scene. If you don't take the viewer somewhere, that you have to take them somewhere. So that's one thing I continue to work on is background.
Yeah.
Like, I need to have a good background. Mm-hmm. So, damn, we was talking about something else.
Oh, we were talking about...
We were talking about how did we got here, or was it the process or something like that?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. But what... so, why the purple planet in the back? Why was it purple?
Oh, man, I like purple.
You just love purple?
Yeah, purple's my favorite color. Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, it's not. The purple's my favorite color, so I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and do like different shades of purple.
Yeah.
Purple Mountain Majesty. That's the color right there. That's actually really the
purple
first.
Sexy.
Yeah, but that's the first purple that I've ever even like picked up a crayon from. So I'm like, and I saw it, and I saw the name first, and I'm like, Purple Mountain. I'm like, damn, that's a name right there. Yeah. Like, it's like a periwinkle type of color. Mm-hmm. It's not really the best, but it's like, hey, that's the purple right there. Then it's royal purple. And honestly, the purple that we think is purple is actually violet. I'm not gonna get really too deep in the colors, but like, yo, purple that you think is purple is violet. And then purple, because there's a lot of blue in there. And then
in violet or
in
purple?
Violet.
Okay.
Purple is actually, there's a lot of red in purple.
Okay.
When you mix blue and red together, you get purple. But like, if you add more blue, you're gonna get more of a darker, like bolder feel. If you add more red, you're actually gonna get purple.
Interesting.
If you mix more blue, it's really like when you mix them together, you really get this. We shouldn't mix it together right now.
I think I've mixed.
It's confusing. Like sometimes, but like when you mix it together, depending on how you mix it, but it's really like what we think is purple is violet. It's the color violet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's always weird. What is it? Roy G. Biv. So, indigo, violet. There's no purple.
That's what I'm saying. It gets like, yo, people's like, there's no purple, there's no violet. It's just one color, but it's more blue gets you violet and gets you that bolder. Like you see this right there. Look at your psychedelic right there.
Yeah.
You see the squiggles, right? Mm-hmm. That's purple.
Oh, okay.
And as you get deeper, that's violet. And then the darker one, there's more names for it. Like if you get deep into colors, there's more names for that.
Yeah. See, this is kind of like a pink purple.
Yeah, and then like there's names for the type of tone that you get. So like if you go into depth with colors, you will actually know the exact like, oh, that's not purple. That's so and so. This, that, and third. Sorry, I didn't. I just.
No, color's so important. Yeah, color. Even in photography, that's so important. It is. I've tried to use like what is it called? Complementary colors in mine, and just like trying to make it more cohesive.
Yeah,
just
unison, man.
Unison, look better.
Color is so important. Like that's the thing. Like I didn't like color because I knew for a fact that I had to get into color. Like you have to understand how to color, and I was like, bro, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that shit. That's why I was like, okay, I love black and white because it just looks bold and it's straight to the point, and it's like I love that shit, and it's like easy. I don't gotta fuck with colors and all that shit. Yeah, but
I love colors.
I respect color because when you add color to your shit, it pops. It pops. It makes whatever you're doing just stand out even more.
It brings it to life.
It brings it to life, exactly. So I respect color. So yes, I will color. You know what I'm saying? Because people, they would ask me, oh, you need to color this, you need to color this, you need to color. I'm like, oh, fuck you, I don't need to color that shit.
Well, we weren't born before, like, when TVs came out. Yeah. But, like, I bet the transition from black and white TV to color TV was, like,
the biggest invention. Thing in the world. Like, what the fuck is this? This is some next level shit right here.
Yeah. That's kind of funny.
Yo, yeah, they were happy about that shit. And now we got all this shit, and we just like, yeah, this is. It is what it is.
Yeah. So what's another one of your drawings that you like a lot? Like, what's one of your other favorites?
Those ones I don't even show. Like, I just keep them to myself. You keep them yourself. Yeah, like I have a lot that I'm just like, yo.
Yeah, I saw your Instagram. It's kind of bare. You don't have a lot.
Nah, because like I'm trying to revamp the Instagram. I'm just gonna go back to the black and white with the Instagram, and then just like. I don't know what I'm going to completely do with the digital art. I was on like the whole NFT thing, like trying to make NFT, but then like, okay, I want to remember your goals. It's like, okay, are you trying to do this to make money, or are we doing this to like, yo, we trying to better ourselves? Yeah, it is a whole nother market that I would love to tap into. It's just like, yo, I have to crack that code, and I haven't cracked it yet. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm just with Instagram. I'm gonna go back to just black and white, doing my shit and just posting that. But I'm gonna still do digital art. But I'm gonna work on like decorating my house, like in my apartment, and just hang up some digital art and shit like that, and then just try to like style it the way I want to style it and shit like that.
Bro, your home is so important.
Yeah, it is. It's like that's your sanctuary. Exactly. So like you need to like it's like your body, like it's another part. Like you have to take care of that shit, you know, and then you make this because this is where you come back to. You sleep, you know what I'm saying. You get in your zone, shit. So you just have to make that your place. So that's what I'm gonna definitely work on is just making that my place. And then it's crazy that you say that. One thing that I keep telling myself is like, yo, you need to take your time. Like you need to take your time. When you take your time, like shit just and you like I don't know, hash it out.
Like how so? Like take your time.
So this is the thing. In my house, this is what I have. I have a section where is this is the section where you just take your time. So I'm gonna have puzzles and shit like that. Okay. So things that force you to take your time, like putting together a puzzle. You can't just. I mean, there's some people that are they're masters at it. Like they can just put that shit together. But like nigga like me, I have to like.
It's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a while. So it's things that forces me to take my time. And I'm gonna have like puzzles. There's different types of puzzles. So I'm gonna have like puzzle pieces that you have to put together, and then I'm gonna have like random drawings that are like packed with detail that you have to. I have to sit there and just do it line for line and line, and different types of puzzles. I don't know, different things, but this is the section where you have to take your time. If you think about it, like I do Uber and shit, so when I go out, like that's how I make my money. And out here in Austin, these niggas is impatient. There's a lot of shit going on. Life is fast paced.
It is.
Life is really fast paced, and then time flies. And before you know it, things are just shit. It's Friday.
Yeah, bro, it's 2022.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see? Yeah. Time flies, and this is where you have you just have to force something where you have to take your time. So it just forces you to just relax. Also, meditation that's a good thing to like go just, inhale, exhale, clear your mind. And another thing about that, it's like, people, they can clear their mind. I've learned that it's like, you have to, it's the things that you think about. Like, if you also control the shit that you think about, that is another way to, like, help you. I'm not sure how that ties in with, like, taking time, but, like, it can also help you to stay focused on what's important, prioritize.
That makes sense.
So, like, because sometimes I catch myself and I'm like, why the fuck are you thinking about that shit? Like, that shit doesn't even matter. So what the fuck is it? Like, there's no point in me thinking about that shit. Think about what's next for you. You know what I'm saying? What do you have to do from this point to get to the next point? And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, worrying about the shit that truly matters.
Exactly. That's why The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck is a good book, because it teaches you that shit too. It's all about prioritizing. It's like, why the fuck am I even worried about that shit? They said in the book that this guy was, there was this old fucking, I don't know. He was in the Vietnam War or something like that. I think it was, and he got stranded somewhere, and his mindset was just on the war. He was still fighting like there was still a war, but the war had passed.
Yeah.
And then he went back home. They found him. He went back home, and everything is different now. But because he was so stuck in the old ways, he couldn't live in. Like, he committed suicide. Because he couldn't live in this way anymore. Yeah. But it's like, just some of the shit it doesn't matter, like how you are, it doesn't, like, that shit doesn't matter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've learned you have to be comfortable with who you are, and like
that's true.
The way you act too.
That's true.
Like, bro, there's some people like. There's some things I do, I'm just like, bro, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
And why'd you say that?
But then you got to understand, like, we make mistakes.
Exactly.
We are human, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Things happen. You just forgive yourself for it. It is what it is. Move on, you know what I'm saying? And then one thing I'm telling myself is like, stop giving a fuck. Like, certain things, just stop giving a fuck about. Because, like, you care too much, and then it's like, you just racking up your head for no fucking reason. It's like, bro, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's just one more thing to think about in the whole chaos of the world
you don't even need. Like, nobody cares. You shouldn't care. So stop thinking about that shit. Stop giving a fuck about it.
Yeah.
And it goes along with, just live your life, Just live, just enjoy. This life is amazing.
It is.
Life is so amazing. Like,
you have to make it good too.
That's the thing. And then the thing, like, you have to create the world that you want to live in. You know what I'm saying? You have to create that shit. You have to bring in the things that you want in your life, And then so stop worrying about this bullshit that doesn't matter. Create the world that you want to live in. If you don't want that shit in your life, don't bring it into your life.
True.
So live the life that you want to live, and you can make it even more better.
Yeah.
Make that shit 10 times better.
You just got to make the choices for yourself, and you can't let other people distract you or try to
persuade you, manipulate you into doing shit that and that's the worst thing in the world, is to live like someone else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you just ultimately you'll never live for yourself. And like, what happens if that person leaves? Like, that person's not gonna be there forever. They're not gonna be in your life forever. And then when they leave, it's like, what the fuck? You're stuck. It's like, no, like, make your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, don't do dumb shit, but like, just make your own shit. And live how you want to live. That's a little philosophy. Right?
No, philosophy.
About to get deep.
This whole podcast has been philosophy 101.
That's it, man. That's like, we don't have a manual to this shit, this shit life, man. We don't have a manual to it, and then like, I feel like we just a whole bunch of people that we follow a system. We follow this system. We have this system, and we just under a whole bunch of systems, and it's like, what the fuck, man?
It's a whole bunch of people telling us how we should live,
and then how we should fall, and then we fall in line. It's like when you go to work, and it's like, okay, you have to make it your own, but you have to make this system your own system. And that's how they get you to just like stay in line with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, bro, I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah,
I don't want to do this shit. I used to work at a call center, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm doing this shit for money. I'm doing this shit so that I can pay my fucking bills, and like,
you don't actually enjoy it.
I don't enjoy this shit.
Yeah.
And when you make the shit that you want to do, and you're making money off of it, again, the money's not the motive, but it's like, you are actually good at the shit you do, and you're taking it far. Imagine how your life would be.
For real.
Imagine how you're doing your shit and making money off of that shit. and you enjoy it, your life would be like, it'd be happy. Like there is a whole bunch of other shit, again, other systems like, fucking taxes, there's fucking benefits, health benefits, and all that shit that you have to take care of on your own. That's why the best saying in the world is all up to you. You have to do it. Nobody else. Like, it is all up to you. Yeah. People go to a job and they get benefits from that job. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about everybody, but like you get they wrap it. They make it seem like it's so good. Like, okay, you get this benefit, you get paid this, that, and the third. So that people go in there and they just like, okay, I'm getting taken care of. They feel like you being taken care of because you don't have to worry about certain shit. But like, yo, what happens if you take care of that shit? You know, you don't have to depend on nobody.
Exactly.
You don't have to depend on that job. You don't need that job to be your crutch. You know what I'm saying? To hold you up and shit like that. So
it's just one thing that holds you back from making the decision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just feel like, yo, we have to. I just feel like it's all up to us to just handle that shit and do it for ourselves, and that way we can work more on the shit that we want from ourselves and ultimately live like a fuller life. You know.
Exactly. So, yeah. It all comes down to effort. You have to put in the effort.
You got to put in the work.
You have to put in the work.
You got to put in the work. And faith without work is dead. Yo, you can have this idea, you can have all this shit. If you don't put in no work to it, then it's just an idea. That's it. Real. Like you have to put that backing, the energy, put all that shit into it, and ultimately, like, yo, it will grow. It'll suck. I'm telling you, yo, it will suck. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna fucking suck. But at the end of the day, yo, you did it. That's what that self, like, yo, when you
bro, this podcast right fucking here, dude. This is what it's all about. It's just having an idea and doing it.
Exactly.
It's not thinking about it like, you see my apartment, bro.
Right.
This bitch is small. It's like,
but that's the thing.
You have to work with the space you got. You have to work with the tools you got.
You start somewhere. Yeah. Imagine, like, yo, you continue to do this shit, and then eventually, like, yo, you make some bread off of this. You can buy you can buy a studio. You can buy a place.
I can buy lighting. I don't have to use this fucking window.
You gotta use this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can get better shit, and then like you can grow your shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. It's like it's your shit that you grow. You know, nobody can tell you shit. They're gonna put some rules and regulations on you and shit. Oh, you gotta do this, that, and the third. Okay, whatever. Give me that shit. Do this, that, and the third, and then boom. What? It's still my shit, you know?
Yeah. And I hope that's why people like this podcast. Like, it's all about honesty.
Yeah.
Just being honest just be about real. Like,
just
be real. Yeah. Like, shit, I'm struggling out here, bro. Austin's expensive. Austin's expensive. Yo, rent is terrible, bro.
It's a fact.
And most of these people don't pay enough.
Hell
so,
no.
like, you just got to work with what you got.
You got to work with what you got. And then, yo, keep putting in work, keep putting in effort. And then, like, yo, life will throw you. It will throw you. I'm not even going to lie, bro. Life just threw me. That's why I'm just like, I've been like, okay. I didn't put art down, but it's like I got to deal with life right now. Yeah. Let me go deal with life, put some shit into order, and then I can move forward, you know? And I just took a time out, got to get my shit together. Got my shit together. Now I'm about to go right back into my shit and go back into my zone. I'm even gonna go harder in my zone. So it's like, yo, I have to. I got to make up for the time that I lost. You know what I'm saying? But I got ideas. I got more ideas, and I got collaborations that I want to work. There's so many artists that I met at Pancakes and Booze that I really want to work with, and I'm just like, yo, I gotta step my shit up first.
For sure.
I gotta put myself in a position where I can actually do that shit. So that's why I'm like,
get those opportunities.
Let me just stop this right here and go deal with life. Go handle life, put myself in a good position, and then I can go back over. And then I can go do my shit. So as long as you come back, man, as long as you bounce back, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. Like, yo, take a time out, do what you got to do, come back and do your shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
I love it, bro.
Life, man. It's experience, bro. It's that's what I'm saying. It's so amazing because, like, when you understand that shit, it's like, yes. You know what I'm saying?
You take control of your life.
You take control. You take full control. You can do it. You can do it. But remember, this shit is hard.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's hard. Like, it's easier when you have support. You got people supporting you. Like, okay, well, bro. Like, when you're dealing with your shit, it's like, okay, you got people that be like, yo, I can help you out with that. So it's not like you just doing it by yourself. You know, we do say it's all up to you, But it's all up to you in the sense that you got to understand that you got to do it. You got to actually want more, and you actually got to take the steps to actually put yourself in a better position. Nobody's going to help you if you don't have that basically that drive. Mindset. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that drive. Mm-hmm. If you just get hit by life and you just like, all right, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then fuck it. Then fuck you, man. And then you go ahead and whatever. You do whatever. But if you're like, yo, I need to get back on my shit. I need to get back on my shit. I need to get back on my shit. Get back on your shit. And you're working towards that shit. And then people see that. You got people around you that see that. And it's like, okay, I want to help this guy. Like, I want to help you get back to where you need to be so that you can go ahead and produce. People want to see you progress. They want to see you progress.
Some don't.
Some don't. Like,
but most do.
I'm saying, like, those people that want to, like, they actually want to help you, they want to see you progress. Like, they don't want nothing from you.
Yeah.
They just want to see, like, yo, bro, I hate that my man's is down. And they just, like, my cousin, he was definitely, like that support. He was like, bro, I want to, like, help you do your thing, provide you support so that you can go up there and grow. So... like, you got to keep people around you like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, like, you got to, like, depend on them, but, like, they are there to support you.
For sure.
They are there. So...
they're there to help you.
Yeah, you just got to recognize who's in your corner and shit like that. And also just you have to make that step. You have to do that shit. Nobody else. You have to do that shit for yourself.
Fuck yeah. So before we get out of here, I want to go.
I didn't even know it was over. I thought we still had more time.
Oh, no. I mean, I gotta go to work in 45 minutes. Yeah, I go to work at 1 o'clock.
My fault, man. I was like, yo, we're gonna talk all day.
No, it's all good. So what are your future plans? I know you said you wanted to, like, work with other artists at the Pancakes and Booze, but, like, I mean, whatever timeline you want to put on it, 1 year, 5 year, 10 year, whatever. What's your future looking like right now?
Shit, man. Right now, like, again, I had to deal with life. So what I want to do is I got these drawings that I want to do, these 3 drawings that I really have a good feeling about. I want to put those shit down on paper. But my plan is I'm also doing real estate.
Oh, for real?
So I'm also getting into that. So I just need to go take the test. I really literally I did my courses. I just want to take my test. I want to get into that. That's going to help me in the aspect of, like, making more money for myself, so I can just live, you know, pay my bills and shit like that. But I also, there's this thing that I want to do is tie real estate with art.
Okay.
Eventually, that's going to be a point in my life that's like future. You know what I'm saying? Like not in the next 3 years, but maybe the next 5 to 10 years. I want to be able to tie real estate and art together. Maybe open, like, a museum or something like that, a little gallery. Or I was also talking to one of my boys at Pancakes and Booze, and he was like, yo, we just want a chill spot for artists to come and just chill. You know what I'm saying? Just be where they can just, like, share ideas and everything. I'm like, yo, bro, I continually think about that shit. I continually think about that shit. So I'm just like, yo, if you can do that, tie your real estate, all that into art and make that happen, that'd be dope. So that's a plan that I want to incorporate. Ultimately, it's up in the air right now, but definitely if I can get something, like, more solid, then that would be something that I would like to do.
Yeah.
In terms of art, I still want to, like, there's so many ideas that's just cooking and, like, they just keep popping. I just want to get them out there. I just want to continue to make more artwork, continue to become more of a person that's just not, like, I'm well-rounded in art, but I'm also well-rounded in, like, talking to people and, like, just growing my art into something more, you know, taking it into different places, you know what I'm saying? It's just not art, you know? Like, art is, like, it's just one piece that we do, but we're also, like, there's other pieces that it's a puzzle, bro. Just putting that puzzle together. So I want to continue to make art. I want to continue to connect with people and continue to make more dope ass shit, you know, more dope ass shit and just see this shit. It's a big ass flower, bro. You just want that shit to bloom. So however we can make it, we can make it.
Oh, for sure. So, dude, I love that. I love that you're on this mission to be the best you as possible.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart said that one time. He was like, I don't know exactly. I'm paraphrasing, but
I do that too. I'm like, y'all just cut it to it. Like, just get to the point.
Yeah, basically, he said, "I'm just trying to be the best me that I can possibly be." And that's physically, mentally, career-wise, spiritual, whatever. Exactly. The whole essence of who you are. Just be better.
Exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not just, like, I'm more than just art. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have this talent of art, but it's like, okay, I have to tie my other talent into that shit. Like, okay, you can talk to people and shit like that. That's great. So tie those two together, and that's great marketing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you know how to talk and you have your talent, then you can market. At least that's how I feel. I mean, of course, there's other fundamentals that you got to tie into that shit, but like you will learn. That's the thing.
You'll learn along the way.
You'll learn along the way. You don't know how to do something, you just have to, it's all up to you. You have to make that first step to actually put yourself out there to learn more.
Yeah.
And once you do it, there's people out there that will be like, yo, bro, do it like this. Do this, try different things. And you can do it, you know? You will learn more as you go along, and you find something that works to you.
Yeah.
There you go. It goes. Basically, essentially, it's like, yo, you're building your own system. You know what I'm saying? Like, you building a system that works for you. It's your world. You create that shit. So build it. Like, go build it. Go create that shit. Follow your path. And it's amazing. It's amazing, bro. I'm telling you, it's so fucking amazing. It feels so good because it's like, yo, I'm doing this shit. I'm doing this shit. Nobody told you, you know what I'm saying? Nobody coerced you or anything like that. It's your world. You chose to do this shit, and it's working. Like, for the most part, it's working. You know what I'm saying? Because you're putting in the work to do so, for it to work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's some shit that, like, you get into along the way, but you take a step back, fix that shit, and then you keep going forward. And then that's what it's about, man.
Fuck yeah.
It's all about. Again, like, yo, I'm not like, yo, I'm honestly not like, you know, the best person to take like the advice from, but it's like, yo, if you do it, shit,
you've been putting out good advice, bro. I've been listening. I've been taking
ultimately,
that shit in.
Experience is the best teacher. I'm like, my main thing is like, yo, just go out and do that shit. Just do it, and you will fucking learn. Like, you will learn everything that you need to know to whatever it is the fuck that you got going on for yourself. Go out and just do it.
And I love that you're saying that because most people, I mean, I'm going to take Russ, for example. Do you know who Russ is?
Yeah.
Hip-hop artist. He put out 11 projects and had 800 followers on Instagram.
I think I heard about that shit. It
took him like 10, 11 years.
Yeah, he said it 10 years
really
to pop off.
To really pop off. And that the whole thing was trial and error, his journey, just like going through the fucking ringer, dude.
That's why he's so cocky. That's why he's so cocky, because he can be that cocky. He's like, bro, I did this shit on my fucking own. Nobody, like, yo, of course you had a little bit of help on the way, but like, I did this shit. Fuck you, you're not telling me shit. Nobody's telling me anything. I did this shit. That's why he's the way he is. So, but
it's like written, produced, mixed, mastered, all by him.
All this shit. Yeah. That's why, like, yo, when you build your shit, there's nobody that can take that shit away from you. You put in the work, you put in the time for this shit to be what it is. Yeah. Fuck that shit. Ain't nobody taking nothing from me. Nobody's taking anything from me, bro. This is my shit. This is my shit. Yeah.
You've been like the most passionate person, like just like
you feel like the boss.
Yeah,
because you are. Because you're the boss of this. This is your shit. You have to. Yeah. That's when you let your nuts hang. That's when you just walk around like, yo, ain't nobody taking nothing from me. Like, this is my shit.
Yeah. That's that big dick energy.
That's that energy, bro. You gotta have that energy, and that shit feels good. It's confidence. It's literally confidence. It's confidence. There's a little bit of style in there, but it's confidence. It's all confidence, man. Because you did it, and it's like, yo, big ups. It's like you got to give yourself a pat on the back, man. When you make your accomplishments, you give yourself a pat on the back. You clap for yourself. Go buy yourself something. Go do something nice for yourself because, bro, you made an accomplishment. Yeah, you made a fucking accomplishment.
You should be proud of yourself.
You should be proud of yourself. There's nobody else that's like, honestly, me, I'm an introvert again. Like I'm here. I got my single apartment and shit like that. And my family is like, they're in North Carolina and shit like that. Who's around, you know what I'm saying? Who's clapping? I'm going to clap for me. I have to clap for me. Yeah. I have to know that, yo, I did something good. I got to clap for myself. Bro, congratulations, bro. What you want? You want me to go take you to dinner or something like that? What you want? You want a nice chain or something? Yeah. Let me go get you something nice because you did that shit. You have to. You have to.
Fuck yeah.
Because again, like, I'm gonna keep ranting, bro. I'm gonna keep talking. Keep going. I'm gonna keep talking. But because like the thing about it is like, yo, even if you do your shit, you feel so good about your shit, and you put your shit out there, and nobody gives a fuck about your shit. You still give a fuck about that shit. You still feel good about your shit. Yeah. You still made an accomplishment. You have to clap yourself, man. I don't give a fuck if nobody clap for me, man. I already clapped for my shit, man. I already did that shit. I already did it. So I put my shit out there. That again, and that wasn't even the motive. My motive was not just to come out here and put it on the wall for you guys to look at, scrutinize and shit, and walk past that shit. Mm-hmm. No, that wasn't my motive. My motive was to figure out how the fuck I can draw this line, make this shit happen, create this fucking scene to get it how I see it in my head or whatever, master my fucking talent to get this piece. My goal was to get this piece right here, this perfect piece, to get it how I wanted to get it. That was my goal. And I fucking accomplished that shit. Boom, here it is on the fucking wall. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. I don't give a fuck if you hate it. I don't give a fuck if you walk past that shit. I accomplished my fucking goal. I accomplished my fucking goal.
And like you said, nobody can take that away from you.
Nobody can take that shit from me.
Yeah.
I accomplished that shit. I did that shit. I sat in my fucking room and I draw until I got that shit. Mm-hmm. Bitch, please, man. You can walk around if you want to. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I did that shit.
Fuck yeah.
I did it. It feels great, man. I'm telling you, it really does. And it's like, yo, you continue to do this shit, you're going to be amazed. You're going to be amazed. And this shit just makes me want to, like, I'm excited because, like, I'm moving to my apartment on the 16th, and I'm just about to go back and just get back into my zone. I know it's not going to be easy, but it's like, yo, you still got to deal with life. You still got shit to deal with, but you got to, like, still make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? And you can. You definitely can. Don't know how you got to do it. Like I'm talking to everybody. Like for me, I know how I can do it, but it's like everybody in the world, they got their shit to, like, they have their shit. They have to figure out how they can incorporate time to do their shit. You know what I'm saying? While also deal with life. So, so that's I was gonna. I don't know how people deal with kids, bro. I don't know how. Bro, I don't know how they do it. It's like, yo,
bro, this dog's a little kid.
You got to be like, kid. Ultimately, that's when I was living with my cousin, like, yo, they have a dog, and it's like, yo, you are really a kid, you are a child. And I'm like, bro, I got to deal with this shit, and then I got a little one.
Fuck, dude.
No, man.
Kids are even worse, because they just run around.
They run around.
You literally got to take care of them.
You have to watch them. You have to watch them, like, yo, because if they get into some shit, then it's like, bro, it's like, yo,
it's kind of on your ass.
It's on you. Like, you have to pay attention. It's like, yo, and that's like, I don't know how you do it, bro. I don't know.
It just made me think of it. It's like Harambe when the kid fell in the little pin.
Oh, man.
Bro. How does it even happen?
Bro, I couldn't. I was at the, I'm not even gonna lie, I was at the beach. I was at the beach last week with my friend and her sister, and she had her 2 kids. And oh my God, and I was walking across the street with them because I was like, we were just putting this shit away, and I was watching them. But this little nigga, like one kid, the boy, he's running that way, and then I got the other one right here, and I gotta carry this shit, and I'm like, bro, we have to cross the street, and then the light about to turn green. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get the cart, get you to run up a little bit first. He's already over there. I'm like, how the fuck did you get over there? And I'm still gotta get this thing. I'm like, yo, bro. I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm like, yo, they would have took me away. I'm like, yo, we gonna take your kids away, man, because you gotta learn some things before you got, like, I think having a dog is good first before you have kids.
It is.
Like, yo, have your dog first. Learn, like, you know, all the fundamentals of having the dog and shit like that. And like, if you feel like you did a pretty good job, the dog's not dead, so you know, okay, all right. I think I can have a kid.
This is a controversial take, but you should have a license to have a kid.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. It's like, yo, we need to have a whole system for that. You know what I'm saying? See who can actually reproduce first. Are you able?
You gotta
like,
take a test.
Yeah, take a test or something
Score
like that.
at least 80%.
Yeah, at least. Because it's like, yo, a lot of people, yo, y'all should not be having kids, man. Y'all should not be having kids.
There's so many people that, like, from my class and, like, in my high school that already have kids. Mm-hmm. I saw a girl the other day that had a kid, and I'm like, Jesus. I couldn't imagine having a kid right now, dude.
Bro, I couldn't do it, bro.
That's way too much responsibility.
Like I said, man, I'm one of those that's like, yo, you should not have a kid. And it's like, yeah, I know that. I know that.
Eventually, I want a kid, but, like, shit, I can barely take care of myself.
I'm
just trying to.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it too. I'm over here trying to figure out. Now I got this nigga. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? We in the same boat, bro. We in the same boat. You hungry? Yeah. I'm hungry too. So
exactly.
We gonna have to figure something out.
Noodles?
Yeah, better get the oodles and noodles cooking, man.
Maybe a hot dog and some bologna or something.
Yeah, man. But big ups to those that do it, like, because y'all handle it. They handle that shit.
Yeah,
like,
parents.
A lot of single moms too. There's a lot of single moms and single fathers out there, and those that people that just they work in their relationship together and they have a kid. Big ups, cause y'all are doing some shit.
Yeah, crazy shit.
Crazy shit. I don't know. And then there's people that are doing their shit. They're handling. They got kids. They're handling their relationship, their kids, and their tasks. They're like their craft. Bro, I don't know. That's like a whole nother level right there.
Yeah.
That's a definitely whole nother level.
For sure.
Congratulations to y'all, because y'all do that shit. Y'all definitely do that shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. I couldn't imagine having a baby.
I couldn't.
Fuck all that.
I couldn't. I think it's just, ultimately, I feel like it's a mindset. You have to like switch your mindset and then just like go into father mode and just, okay, I have to take care of my child. And then when you figure out that groove, then you can be like, okay, he's down. I got at least about an hour and 30 minutes to get into my zone and do what I got to do so that I can, like, you know, be good with myself, you know? Because ultimately, I don't think you want to resent your kid. It's like, yo, I want to be able to, like, still, like, be a parent and still do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Take care of business.
Yeah.
So
the most important thing with the child is time.
Yeah,
you gotta spend time with them. You gotta.
You have to. Yeah, you gotta put that work in. That's another thing.
Putting that work in.
You have to put the work in, like, cause yo, that's your kid. You have to be around, and you have to take care of them and shit like that. So, I ain't gonna act like I know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. So I'm not gonna continue to speak on that shit. But yeah, man, this shit was great. This shit was fun. I know you gotta go to work and shit. Like
I gotta go to work at 1.
Keep talking and shit.
I gotta take him outside, go piss. All that shit. So where can everybody find you?
Oh, you can find me where you can find me. If you see me, man. I'm telling you. But I got my Instagram hidden in the curves right now. Again, like, I just gotta post my shit up there, and I want to post more like black and white shit. It's just like some shit I'm keeping to myself. Some shit I gotta, like, okay, you can put that shit out there. Yeah. But that's a whole nother thing. Instagram is just figuring out the groove with that. I'm still figuring that shit out, working that shit.
Have you thought about a website?
I haven't.
You should get it. You should look into it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. You have to. I mean, I use Wix, and it's like $30 a month, and I get to build my website, and I think a domain's like $10 a year or something.
That's dope.
So it's not that expensive if you can afford it. Like, you should definitely do it. Build your whole thing. Wix and Squarespace make it easy for you.
Got you. That's definitely something I have to look into. But yeah, mostly I'll just be right now. I'm staying in Austin, so whatever art event I get put onto, I'm gonna be out there and just produce, like, marketing my shit, and I'll post some shit up on Hidden in the Curves again on Instagram so that people can see it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. I appreciate you coming.
No, man, I'm glad I came out here, man. Yeah. I was like, yo, this is going to be nice just to come out here, talk a little bit, and just, you know, share my insight on life and shit like that, and just chill, you know. But glad I was able to come out.
I love it, bro. Thanks. I love it.
No, thank you for having me, man.
Yep. Check out his work, Hidden the Curves, and watch the other episodes if you haven't. If you don't want to, cool, I don't really care. But I hope you all have a good day.
You don't give a fuck.
I don't give
a fuck.
If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Like, it don't matter to me.
It already looks good. It already looks good to me. I already accomplished my shit, so who gives a damn?
Exactly.
Bad.
All right, have a good day, you all. See ya.